Italy, June 13, 2024. A bomb of water and hail, a storm that lasted a few tens of minutes that literally brought Porto Sant'Elpidio to its knees. The storm, which affected the entire Fermo area, with record-sized grains falling in several areas of the territory, however, threw itself with all its power on the north coast of the province. Thunder and black skies at 2 p.m., a sharp drop in temperatures. In just under half an hour it was the end of the world. Water and hail filled the streets. No neighborhood is spared, Corva, Valeriance, Marina Piscina, but above all the center and seaside village. A wave of bad weather hit the Marche region with strong thunderstorms and hailstorms that transformed the roads into rivers of ice, as if they were snow. It is impossible to estimate the damage at the moment because the emergency went on throughout the afternoon, although in the evening the sun also shone again. No injuries were reported, but houses, commercial premises, cellars, underpasses, and flooded roads and many inconveniences. The ceiling of the little supermarket in Via Trentino collapsed under the weight of hail and ice, and the store was closed. In addition, last night the Mayor Massimiliano Sciarpella signed the ordinance for the closure of the Peter Pan kindergarten until safety conditions are restored. The structure is being checked for infiltrations. It was the 30 minutes that changed the face of the city center, the Borgo Marinaro, the fishermen's houses, several families evacuated. A promenade like yesterday's had never been seen, so the other streets, rivers in flood, whitewashed, with blocks of ice floating in the pouring rain, seemed to be on another planet. The manholes did not hold up, the asphalt burst and the hail damaged fixtures, walls, furniture. It had started as a yellow alert from the Regional Civil Protection Operations Room. Strong thunderstorms were expected until 3 p.m. You could not imagine what then happened. Traffic and phones were down, people panicked and cars broke down, bogged down for hours. Not even the firefighters were able to advance in some sections. The officials of the region arrived and the Civil Protection Operations Center was immediately opened. All access roads were closed. Among the most affected were Leopardi, San Francesco, Settember, Trieste, Battisti, Florence, Diaz. Municipal employees and volunteers of the COC on the street, monitored by the prefecture and the region's operations room. 7 teams of firefighters from Fermo and others from the rest of the region are on duty, subject to availability. Working to clear flooded roads, underpasses and buildings and make them safe. At the moment no major damage has been reported, although many roads have become practically impassable. For the moment the most affected are via Settember, via San Francesco d'Assisi, the central seafront. Flooding has been reported in several homes. Severe slowdowns were also reported along the A14 in the stretch between Civitanova and Porto Sant'Elpidio, in both directions. Mayor Massimiliano Sciarpella brought together the COC, the Municipal Operations Center, with the civil protection, supported by the local police. Civil protection workers, municipal workers, the technical office, volunteers, firefighters, the regional operations room, the prefecture are involved. We have had very violent rainfall in the last hour. The Municipal Civil Protection Operations Center is active and I am in contact with the Regional Civil Protection. I invite you to avoid travel unless strictly necessary. We are working to bring the situation back to normal as soon as possible, said the mayor of Porto Sant Elpidio in a note. An unprecedented heavy hailstorm, defined it by the deputy mayor of Porto Sant Elpidio, Andrea Balestreri. The civil protection is already at work as well as all the police forces. Let's avoid travel in these minutes. We have also asked for reinforcements at a regional level, added Balestreri. A storm also hit the area, dumping 51 millimeters of rain. The result was severe flooding, with rivers of water and hail crossing the city. Some underpasses were flooded by water and hail, chaos in road traffic. In some places, a thick layer of hail has formed, as demonstrated by the images accompanying the article. After the Fermo area, Ancona was also hit by wind, rain and hail. The beans, fortunately small in size, also fell for a few minutes in the central areas of the city, where some traffic lights went haywire for a few moments. After the heavy rain, the spillways were activated and a ban on bathing was introduced from the border between Ancona Falconera to Torrette Marina, under the Paceto swimming pool and under the Cardetto. Today several waterspouts have formed along the Adriatic coasts. We report, for example, vortices spotted in Milano Marittima and Lido di Savio, in the Ravenna area. Also in the province of Ravenna, a funnel cloud, was formed between Lido di Dante and Punta Marina, near the coast. This is an attempted tornado in which the forming cone fails to reach the surface, be it the ground or seawater. The recommendations were also made via social media and WhatsApp groups. Among the places to avoid the seafront, only in cases of extreme necessity could the underpasses of Via Pesaro and Pavia be used. All others have been shut down. In the street, many people with brooms, buckets and shovels to clear basements and sidewalks. Civil protection groups continue to arrive from other municipalities and all our employees are committed.